Hello, US Geoguessr fans. The professor is here. I am playing the latest US challenge from Reldrik. Shout out Reldrik and his channel Geoguessing with Reldrik. He is a very solid US player. He also plays in India, so check out his videos there if you have interest. What I am trying to do with Reldrik's challenges, he's a moving player, and he's great at moving. He flies around the screen. He finds all sorts of clues. But I'm just not that kind of player. I like no moving, so I do realize this is going to be a challenge, but I am going to try to win this challenge, or at least beat Reldrik. No moving. Came pretty close the last time. Let's see if I can do it here. Okay, no steps. No steps is the goal. We have been dropped in a very suburban kind of intersection at Parent and Palmer. We have like a red and blue flag there. Interesting. We have a neighborhood watch area with a creepy burglar guy there. We have no front plate on that car. That's going to be valuable. We have very yellow looking plate there. Very yellow. What's going on with that? What's going on there? We have a boat. These are all important clues. They really are. But where are we? No front is really the thing that is getting me the most here. There's no front plate on that one car. This house is also what I am really kind of latching on to. I noticed that this house's address is like insanely high. 35405. Like, that's crazily high. I think this yellow plate is bait. I really do. I think we're in Michigan. It's just everything about this scene is telling me Michigan. These houses look super Michigan. These signs, it's something about the like font on them. It just looks so Michigan. However, we're not getting the double signposts. That's bugging me. But it's like this address, right? Like only in like Detroit suburbs, maybe like Minneapolis suburbs, would we be getting addresses that darn high. Like those are so high. We might get them in somewhere like Texas, but just like vibe-wise, we're so clearly not in Texas. And it just like, these could pass as like Alabama plates or something, but it's like we're nowhere near Alabama. They're not dark enough to be New York's. I'm going to go like Pontiac, Michigan. Bam! Okay. Let's go. Punching clown, whoever you are, like went on the right side of Detroit. But like, man, we just couldn't be anywhere else. Oh, those yellow plates were bait, man. That was Michigan. Okay, great way to start. Great way to start. Woo! 22 miles away, no moving. Got to be proud of that. Country Place Northwest. Creekside Drive. Country Place Northwest. B&B. U-Haul. Saglama Lane, something like that. Huh. Okay, wow. I'm still kind of like riding the very brief adrenaline of that Michigan guess. Wow, I had like nothing there except the address and like We'll look at that at the end of the video, and I'll try to explain a little bit more. But that house I was talking about, it wasn't just the address. It's like those houses just looked so Michigan, too. That was like surviving some bait. I didn't get a Michigan Post. What's that? What the heck is that? There's like a tag of some kind there on that stop sign. There's also a blue stripe on the stop sign. I don't have a lot here, but I think I'm going to go architecture again. So that house in the last round was a really Michigan house. What we're looking at here is a very Texas house or a very Oklahoma house. They're large. They're way too big. I guess if you have like 6 kids or whatever, but like no way would I want to live in one of these giant houses. The roofs on them, like they're very indicative of Texas or Oklahoma. Country Place Northwest. Okay, how am I going to decide between Texas and Oklahoma here? The sandiness of the soil and the Northwest here is what I'm going to go off of. And I know as soon as I go OKC, it's going to be Dallas or vice versa. But like the Northwest is making me lean Oklahoma City, because notice that like the directionals and the roads are northwest here, right? So I'm going to go here. Yukon, Oklahoma. How do we do? Well, of course, it was Texas. I told you as soon as I was going to go Texas, it would be Oklahoma or vice versa. But I can't feel too bad. I got first place there. No moving. So, Reldrik, no shade at all there, man, going to Oklahoma, because I did the exact same thing. I guess the soil was sandy enough to be like San Antonio, Houston. 407 area code, 3 Orlando metro locations. Okay, well, thank you, Billboard. Ronald Reagan Highway, and it looks like the cross street is Stonewall. 407's an Orlando area code, so even if I didn't get that off of the hot model billboard, I could have, can't get distracted there. I would have known Orlando, even if it didn't say that. 407. I'm just trying to get a directional here. We're going southwest on Ronald Reagan Highway. So with 2 minutes left, let's see if we can go to the map. I am not familiar with Ronald Reagan Highway. I've done some driving in this area, and I would naturally, I think, want to go down here in this area, maybe like the Kissimmee, south of Orlando area. The fact that this road is going southwest makes me want to go like west of the city as well, or south of the city. Maybe it's like going southwest, like away from the city, or even like could be into the city, right? We could be up here maybe in Sanford. I just don't know where Ronald Reagan Parkway or Highway is, and I guess my only shot is just to go to the map. I mean, especially no moving, I'm not going to be able to get anything else. And if I don't, oh, there's Ronald Reagan. Okay, so we were southwest of the city. Sweet. Stonewall is a road that's going off to the southeast, and it doesn't look like Ronald Reagan is that long. Am I going to get a no moving 5K? Let's please do this. The part of Ronald Reagan we were on was going southwest. So Where would that put us? Ronald Reagan Parkway and Stonewall. It doesn't make sense that we're going southwest. It doesn't make any sense. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get a 5K, but we almost have to be there. It's the only part I can find that's going southwest. Stonewall. Where are you? I gotta be close. I gotta be warm. Gotta be warm. Come on. Okay. Wasn't that warm. We were actually northeast of the city, so it looks like Ronald Reagan goes all through Orlando. So GG, Reldrik, you really nailed it. I thought, wow, I even found Ronald Reagan. I thought I was doing pretty good for myself there. Punching Clown, not familiar with you, but great guess in the northern suburbs of Orlando. Please remember, viewers, that all of these other players, they get to move. Your boy is no moving here, so I hope that at least, is maybe a little bit impressive. What am I looking at there? What kind of gas station is that? What is that? Gas station meta is often super useful. We're somewhere where there are front plates. We are somewhere where it is largely deciduous in the tree cover. That's an Oregon plate. It's green in the middle. It's kind of purpley. That's an Oregon plate, man. I don't know what that is. Okay, this is making me feel a little bit better. Like all these pine trees. That looks more Oregon. That's an Oregon plate, but where the heck are we in Oregon? That looks, okay, 86th Street. That's going west. This is strange. That's an Oregon plate, but it also looks like I'm maybe getting some Washington plates in here. So is there any way this could be Vancouver, Washington? This is bad. This could be way, 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 way off. I don't recognize these street signs. 86, those numbers, man. Those numbers are what's getting me. East River and 86th. I just gotta go off of that plate. Right? Oregon plate. Come on. I'm gonna hedge. I'm gonna go Portland area. Yeah, no, I knew that wasn't anywhere that was correct. How do we get Minneapolis there? What a good guess by Reldrik. Do I have any shot at beating Reldrik? No moving now? Doubtful. Killarney and Gregg. No fronts. All right, I gotta regroup here. No fronts. Killarney and Gregg. The font on those street signs really, really, really looks Vegas. Something library. Whitney Library? Wavashi Library? I think this is Vegas. Maybe I can line up the mountains, maybe not. I think if we are in Vegas, little something going on there to the south. I'm going to go Henderson. Okay. Came back there a little bit. Wasn't too far off. Won that round. Looks like I got 17,094. No moving, so not as good as I wanted to. I really messed up that Minneapolis round, but I did get second on the leaderboard, and I did, sorry, Reldrik, managed to beat you. No moving. So, thank you for the challenge. I really enjoyed a true challenge there. 3 rounds, I think I did pretty good, particularly that Michigan round is, I think, where we won. Let's just take another look at that. It was just all of these things coming together, and I knew that there was a Michigan variety plate that was like kind of yellowish, or maybe with like a little green thrown in, but it's this house, okay? I want you to soak this in. This is a Michigan house. Imagine how cheap, I mean, if you're living in like a high cost of living area, this could be your dream house. It's all you need, right? Is a tiny little Michigan house. It gets cold there, so you don't have to spend a bunch of money heating it. It's just like the houses are very small and they're just very modest, right? Sorry, Michigan, but that's a Michigan house. It's a Michigan house if I have ever seen one. This is like a way nicer Michigan house. This is like if you're a Michigan millionaire or something, but really like that guy right there. Southeast Michigan, all the way. Orlando, we had the area code, we had the billboard. Everybody got fooled and went Oklahoma on that Texas round. Where was that in Texas? Brenham, Texas. Interesting. Never been there. I'm just going to forget all about that Minneapolis, but like it totally makes sense with the grid system. And then here, let's take a look at these street signs. This font, I know these look really like nondescript, but these are Vegas street signs. The font is distinct. It's just the more you see them, the more you learn them. Let's take a look. I can move now since I'm not playing anymore. See how they're all like the same? The grid is right there, the number. It's just the more you see them, the more you'll be like, these are Vegas. And then coupled with the no fronts there. If we had fronts, we would definitely be in California rather than Nevada. But not a bad way to end it all. And I end up beating Reldrik. Thanks, Reldrik, for the challenge. I'll be sure to play the next one. And see you next time.